Hello, Anna Sabramowitz here from eLearner Engaged, and I have some interesting discussions for you today. Maybe you can help me out. So, okay, I know it looks weird. I have this big light on me right now, and it's because, as you know, I have citrus trees in my office, and I want them to not die because my office doesn't face the sun in any way. I just get radiant light from other buildings. So I thought I always turn the lights on and then I go for a walk with my dog. But then I thought, why don't I just wait and have the lights on while I'm here so I also benefit from the natural light, which apparently is supposed to help you stay fresh and awake and help you sleep better at night. So, and especially where I live, during the winter, the nights are very long and the days are very short as a result. And so it's a great benefit because in the summer, obviously the pattern reverses, not like in the tropics where you basically have even days and nights throughout. So I enjoy that about living where I am in the summertime, but in the wintertime it's a huge drag. That's why so many of us go for vacation somewhere warm because we're missing the sun. And a lot of my friends actually, and I've done this as well, is when we're in dark situations or during the winter, we employ the natural light lamp to help us maintain that kind of circadian rhythm. Do you use one of those lamps? Let me know if you do. Okay, so one of the things that's been kind of a challenge, and I've been thinking about this for a very long time, is, when you sign up for a course or you're part of a community, let's say on a LinkedIn group, and LinkedIn's become a little bit contentious right now because I find that the groups are okay, but a lot of times they just end up dying, right? You start the group, everybody's excited, but then you really don't have a vision for that group, and you don't realize that it is like a garden and needs quite a lot of tending in the very beginning to make it go and make it useful, make it something that people would actually find a good enhancement. There's a good reason for them to go there because they're either connecting with the right people in the meaningful way, other than just like, add me, everybody add me. I've seen this in the group. Everybody add me to your LinkedIn. I'm like, what does that mean? What are we accomplishing, right? Am I getting to know you? And that gives me an idea. Maybe that's what we should do in the group, is getting to know the people specifically, a little bit of a intro write-up, or I don't know. Anyways, I'm just thinking about it, and the reason I brought it up is because one of the things that I wanted to include with my course, a scenario development blueprint, is a way for professionals to connect on LinkedIn, and so create a separate private group where we could discuss things and connect with people who have the same experiences and have gone through the same kind of process, so that we could talk the same language, maybe help each other brainstorm and solve problems after the course is done. And so I was hesitant. I started the group, but I didn't add anybody there because I don't want it to be another one of those spaces that doesn't do anything. So one of the students, Krishna, reached out to me and he said, hey, and he's a keener. He's just a fabulous person, very keen to learn and apply, and also very honest. So if something's not working, he will tell you right away. And I seriously appreciate that. And I've known him for several years now. So I felt it was okay for me to ask if he wanted to be the community manager. And he said, before I say yes, do you have this role outlined? Do you know what you're expecting? Obviously he's keen, but he wants to know, this is a volunteer role. So what are the responsibilities? And I thought, that's something that needs to be examined, because those groups, they have to have a specific purpose. And I felt like, one, this is a role that he and I could create together based on what he's seen and what he's comfortable doing. And maybe that's one of the things you have to negotiate with your community managers, is what do they feel are good ways to contribute, and what are they willing to do to make engagement happen in that group. And also, I feel like because he's now working through the course, he might be able to see ways that the group would augment in a real way and continue the learning experience for that for that course. So it becomes something meaningful, not just this add-on that nobody really uses and just takes up another, it's just another email that you don't look at. So I thought about, what does it mean to create a good community online? What do people want from communities? What are those expectations? And what do they find valuable? And what are the kinds of things that they actually feel like they need to contribute to or want to contribute to? And so there is some resources that I've found that I've used for online courses for an instructor or a professor to get comfortable with the fact that upfront, a community is a lot of work. So not to just toss that around carelessly. And a lot of times I've seen this where people are like, oh, here's a discussion forum. Go at it. You have to have a vision. You have to have a purpose. And you have to maintain and tend and have those people who are contributing supported before it reaches, what I'm told, a certain critical mass where the community has evolved enough or been seen the value enough and created enough connections that they are now a community that supports itself. And basically the community manager is simply there to maybe welcome new people or whatever, but you basically end up finding people who are really interested in finding those champions and drawing on their experience. And so I'm thinking about what do good groups do? Is it that they once in a while create live sessions where members can participate and maybe talk about some of their challenges or talk about new developments in the kinds of designs that we're doing in scenarios, or share great examples that they've developed as a result of some project. So what are your ideas for that? And that's something that we'll be exploring over the next couple of weeks as we decide how to use this space effectively and to the benefit of everybody who's participating in a course. But I'd love to hear your feedback if you have some good ideas or good resources you want to share. And then the other thing is, I'd actually just love to hear from you about what your challenges are with scenarios. What are you working on right now that maybe you need help with, or what are you working on right now that you're really proud of and you want to share? So if you have any of those things, either send them privately my way, Anna Sabramowicz Anna at elearnerengaged.com, or just post it in the comments. I'd love for you to share your work and see what you're working on and maybe get some feedback. And also, if you have some really great resources for communities, that would also be fantastic. So have a wonderful rest of the day, my friend, and I will talk to you soon. Take care.